this nigga's event. Like, that's what kind of, like, me personally, like, if I go to somebody's cookout, I'm not gonna tell them how to run their cookout. You feel what I'm saying? All right, YouTube, we are back with another reaction video. I feel like everybody knew this video was gonna come up. Streamer University, getting closer and closer to that date. Like I said in the last video, a lot of hearts got broken. I remember last time when people got drafted, they was calling it like a content creator scam. They thought a lot of people was gonna make it, but a lot of bigger names made it into Streamer University, and I feel like everybody was surprised because they thought it was an all small streamer, like an all small streamer event. I feel like that's what a lot of people thought. This shit was all for small streamers, and I ain't gonna lie, if it was all small streamers, I feel like the content wouldn't be the same. People wouldn't have liked Streamer University as much. That's just my opinion. But obviously a lot of people has been feeling like they've gotten scammed, bro. And I didn't think people actually took this shit like really serious. You heard? I thought it was just a gimmick. Everybody was trying to get their clips out there. They didn't make it. But nah, some people is genuinely hurt. Like I heard the Spider-Man nigga that went to the Mafia-thon, his asses, I ain't gonna lie, hurt right now. Hurt. You heard?
What a genuine genius this guy is. Just literally getting everyone else in the world, all the other creators in the world, to be doing his freaking bidding for him and his advertising for him. And then you know who he picks? All the biggest creators, all the FaZe, all the fucking that new Como house, all the AMP. He just picked a sketch.
Right on cue, after the announcement of the participants of Streamer University, we have think piece after think piece about who belongs and who doesn't. People are criticizing Kai Cenat, saying that there's nothing but BBL women in there, there's nothing but friends in there, there's nothing but celebrities in there, and there's nothing but big streamers in there. And to be honest with you, this is something that Kai Cenat called almost verbatim that people will be criticizing him for.
A lot of niggas about to hate me after this, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is. A lot of niggas going to hate me. Yeah. I can see the TikTok think pieces already. We don't get accepted. We didn't get accepted.
And I guess if you look at the biggest names on the roster, then maybe I could understand how some people are getting to these conclusions. But honestly, they are wrong. Not only are you seeing celebrities, but you're seeing big streamers, professors, people who have already had motion. But when you start to break down the numbers as to who
I think that's why everybody's so mad. I think everybody's so mad because they feel like, and just a little bit, I agree with this. I do agree with this. There's people that have been streaming on this shit for 6 years, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Still in the same place. Or, you know what I'm saying? They are not where they want to be or where they should be. And they're actually good content creators. They spent their time, they applied to Streamer University and they didn't get in. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I do get it. There's somebody that averages 7,000 who's already at like damn near top 10 or top 20 on Twitch and they're going in. You know what I'm saying? I could get where they're coming from, but at the end of the day, I look at it like, yo, this is his event. He do what the fuck he want with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at it. If you didn't get in, maybe I ain't gonna lie. Not even saying in a bad way, but sometimes you either don't need it or maybe you just not meant for it. Like me personally, I just feel like right now, I don't have the personality for that shit. I don't have the loud, obnoxious clip farm every 5 seconds. I just don't have it in me, gang. I don't. If I had 10,000 viewers in my shit, I don't know what the fuck I would be doing. But obviously somebody's doing it right because, you know what I'm saying? People still do desktops. They got streamers like Senna, streamers like your age. They still do IRLs, but for the most part, they're desktop streamers. You feel what I'm saying?
Is in Streamer University, you realize that I ain't gonna lie, people are turning a blind eye to the reality of the fact, and it's probably based on the fact that they are jealous that they didn't get in. It seems as though the backlash is misguided. It's never supposed to be let anybody in university. So I think we need to break down who got into Streamer University and why people are hating so much. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way. Some of the freak balls, y'all can't be here. Now, back into the video.
Streamer University, is it not for streamers trying to make it? You're putting millionaires into the team! What does he need this for?
It's my
Bro, what the fuck? What is going on here?
All These guys stink. In the aftermath of Streamer University's acceptance list, I've had to have my ear yapped off by nonsensical content creators, streamers, Twitter people, Instagram people about their think pieces and theories as to why that there are so many celebrities and big name streamers in Streamer University. This tweet says, I'm not gonna lie, Kai only picked like max 5 people who were affiliates or had a low following. Not speaking for myself, by the way, I'm partner. Everybody else was either partnered or super known already. It was damn near 90% women also. This other tweet says, that's a damn shame Kai Cenat had all those people apply.
Yo, this is kind of like 50-50, but the thing that makes it so bad is that, yo, it's this nigga's event. Like, that's what kind of, like, me personally, like, if I go to somebody's cookout, I'm not gonna tell them how to run their cookout. You feel what I'm saying? But I can also get other people views that's in the cookout, though. You heard? I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like that. It's like, yo, bro, I can see why these people are mad, but I understand the event for what it is. It's this nigga's event. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he already knew this was gonna happen. But I get where people coming from when they say, yo, it's just big streamers. A lot of people that was there last time is even returning also. Like, there's some hidden list or some shit like that. So I don't know.
University, only for him to choose streamers that are already well known. What was the point of acting like you were trying to find new raw talent if the talent is already famous people? Boy, confirmation bias is a for some of these people. Look, if you only look at the most recognizable names, it can feel like only the big creators got in, the small creators got pushed to the side. And when people see celebrities, big streamers, and professors all on the same roster, it makes the whole thing feel more exclusive than it actually is. But honestly, this is where the backlash becomes misleading to me. People are reacting to the names that they recognize and not the full roster.
Did Kai Cenat actually ignore small streamers? 40% of the streamers that got accepted averaged 1 to 150.
Yo, this nigga is doing statistics on this shit? Yo, no. I did not think Streamer University was this crazy, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, they got niggas doing statistics, spreadsheets on the percentile of big streamers and small streamers. This shit is deep, bro. This shit is deep.
Viewers per stream. So to me, I consider these the small streamers, and they made up 40% of the acceptance rate. Now, from all the people who averaged 0 to 150 viewers, 16 people got accepted, averaging less than 25 viewers per stream. Now, these are people who were super consistent. They have been streaming for weeks, months, maybe even years, and they haven't been getting much love. So the really small streamers are pretty well represented here.
Now, shouts out to that guy who
double jointed
together that comprehensive video about the data behind who got into Streamer University and who didn't, because he confirmed what I felt as I watched the Streamer University announcement list live. 40% of accepted streamers had between 1 and 150 viewers. Now, in the grand scheme of it all, that's decently sized, but nobody would say that that's a big streamer. 18% had 150 to 500 viewers. 17.5% are non-streamers and people who only started streaming recently. That's 76%.
I think that's where a lot of people got mad at, is because one, I think a lot of people are mad that the spots were wasted. They were either wasted on for example, right? For example, this is just an example. You heard? Sky Jackson. The nigga said on stream, yo, Sky Jackson, don't pull up the Streamer University with AI. Sky Jackson's a streamer? Say word. And if it's true, hey, I haven't seen a Sky Jackson clip. Last news I heard of Sky Jackson, it was her using Snapchat AI for a relationship and building a storyline. Crazy as fuck. You heard? But like I said, it's bro event. I think that's just an example of why people are getting mad. Like, the spots were being wasted. There's only 450 slots. And if you waste a slot on somebody that barely stream, everybody's gonna feel like, yo, bro, this spot was wasted and this could have been used for another streamer, another small streamer, probably somebody that averaged 1 in 25.
That's more than 3/4 of the streamers being what we would call smaller streamers or just non-streamers at all. Only 4.2% of the people that made it were people who averaged 10,000 or more viewers. And I felt the same exact way when I was watching it in real time, looking up people go from 1 live viewer to 20,000 live viewers. So this idea that Kai Cenat accepted just the biggest names in the content creation space, the massive streamers only, that's just not true. Now, of course, you're gonna have the
Now,
big
I get what he's saying, but also in a sense, like what people are thinking is that like, okay, I don't think people understand how hard it is like streaming on Twitch. And I feel like this was a Twitch list. Obviously there was creators from different platforms, but most of this shit was Twitch. A lot of the names I knew there because I was either playing a game around these people. Like say for instance, GTA RP, you go on a GTA RP, you'll meet people there that you don't really talk to, but within the same space. These people still average about 200 to 300. You feel what I'm saying? That's really good on Twitch. What did I hear? I heard 1,000 views on Twitch is like 1% of the community. I don't know if that statistic is still true, being that everything has changed. You got Kai Cenat, you got all these different other creators, but like 1,000 viewers is like 1% of the community, of the Twitch community. I heard a lot of these people is averaging 300-400. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. Like they're small streamers. Like they don't have thousands. They don't have the thousands like of people watching them, but they got a decent amount of number, bro. They got a, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the people that's really averaging like nothing, 1 viewer, 5 viewers, like they're more mad because they like, yo, bro, this person averages 300 already. Like all they got to do is kind of grind their way up. Nigga, we've been streaming for like 5 years. I'm just putting this in an example, right? Like name somebody that's been streaming for like 5 years and that nigga still average 1 viewer. You feel what I'm saying?
Celebrities,
you gonna obviously feel some type of way,
which we'll get into a little bit later. But a lot of the backlash,
niggas invited lethal. Nigga, is that T-Pain?
is based on people reacting to those names that are huge and not recognizing the full picture. They can't see the forest for the trees. Is that it? I think I said it right this time. I don't know. But once the data shows that there are small creators, the argument then transitions to why not pick even more unknown people? That's where people are forgetting about the auditions.
Every time you f with that nigga, I lose. I'm the one that gotta pay for it. But he the one who think he the man in Compton, cause he is. Now you gonna get off his corner, you gonna let his people be, or by all means you gonna have to find a new plug. You don't mean that shit. The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me.
Yo, wait, what the fuck is going on?
Brick by brick, and I refuse.
Platform to get
I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
That's attention. You didn't need a huge social media presence. The auditions were the opportunity for you to show your personality, talent, confidence, or something memorable. The big guy who performed the snowfall scene and the guy who arrested Kai Cenat, which I thought was the most funniest thing in the world, are perfect examples of these.
For here from the Amos Department of Corrections, could you kindly stand up for me? We're here to issue you a few citations. So you have 2 options. My job.
The guy specifically, that helped him get in. There has to be some sort of baseline in these auditions. Streaming University just can't accept anybody in because they wanted badly. Hell, everybody in that line wanted it badly. But as somebody who was a part of the Atlanta auditions, think about if Kai Cenat let all 2,200 of those people in, 2,200 people from the New York one, 2,200 from the LA. At some point, come on, guys, I don't know.
Nah, I feel like the auditions, I'll be honest, I feel like the auditions didn't matter. I feel like the auditions didn't matter. It was a way to promote the event, to get people watching. I ain't gonna lie, to possibly even get people's hopes up that if you don't make it this year, there's possibly a next year. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna be one next year, I feel like, because this is like his thing. It's like Mafia-thon. Like instead of doing Mafia-thon, he get a 3-day where he gets to meet new streamers. You know what I'm saying? They all go up. So this might be like a annual thing.
What people are expecting. This one tweet from Ari the Mermaid sums up the audition process because I know people thought that was also a waste of time. See, this type of thinking is what I hate. It's not a waste at all. Being a streamer is literally putting yourself out there for opportunities. Most people don't even have that courage to do so and want to take that leap of faith to try. Showing up in and of itself was an opportunity for you to get content, for you to get visibility, and for you to network.
That is a fact, because not a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people want to do the IRL shit because they want to get known off of just being themselves. But there's a lot of people that's like GTA streamers, like certain game streamers, like they're like a specific game streamer. And these niggas like want to do shit like that and branch off, but every time they get the opportunity, it kind of goes bad. For example, I know a lot of people that average a good amount of numbers that applied to streaming university and didn't get in, but they average some crazy shit though. Right? I ain't gonna lie.
And create some type of experience. I know a lot of people saw an influx in viewership, whether it be on their short form content, their long form content, their live stream, just because they were doing, saying, or being around Streamer University. And at the end of the day, this is literally what being a content creator is about. Putting yourself out there in a safe and respectful way of yourself and others, but just getting out there and experiencing something totally different and new. And this is where the conversation for a lot of these people who didn't get in and are upset today gets a little uncomfortable, because they felt like they were a small streamer and Kai Cenat's not letting small streamers in. Small streamer doesn't just mean a random person who deserves some sort of chance. Small streamer means somebody who has proven something but just doesn't have the viewership yet.
I'm fucking trans, bro. I'll be transitioning OD. I was on TikTok live with all girls. Then I went to Twitch and then I had no views. Then I built up all guys, all dudes.
Bro, what the fuck is niggas saying? Yo, this is what you gotta do to get in Streamer University?
I started doing girl content, Risen, I blew up with that. The only people who consistently grow
That
in
just
content
sounded
creation and social
crazy.
media are the people who can transition. If you can't transition, your career lifespan is gonna be way more shorter.
This is where people confuse being small with unqualified. A creator can average under 500 viewers and still have years, and I do mean years, of experience. They can have clips, community, editing reps, personality, and real content identity. Brayden is a good example of that. He started
And the
in
funny
short-
thing is that, yo, gang, that and the sad part about it all is that, like, what niggas don't realize is just sometimes you have to detach. Like, if you're not doing this shit for fun and you doing this shit for an actual, like, job, and after some years, this shit may not work out, that's just the game, gang. Like, not everybody gonna make it, bro. Shit, bro. I hope I do, but there's a possibility that I don't, bro. I'm gonna try my best to, but you know what I'm saying? This shit not guaranteed, bro. A lot of people feel like, yo, bro, this is the guaranteed moment. Like, I get in Stream University, like, my life gonna change. And there's some people that came back, and you know what I'm saying? They got a rude awakening when they came back. And some people just dealt with it. Some people just know it's a part of the grind. Like, the losing the viewership because you're not at a big event or something big is not happening. You're trying to build that audience that you gained. You know what I'm saying?
form, then moved to the IRL streaming with the girls, and then realized, hey, he's not gonna build a real community doing that. So then he shifted towards more of the personality being the product. This is the type of creator that Streamer University makes sense for. Not someone who magically becomes a creator overnight. Somebody who's been trying, adjusting, failing, and trying to figure out exactly what their content is. Even when I go and look for somebody who is going to be an undiscovered streamer or a next big content creator, I look at their entire scope, not just what you did in a year, but do you really understand the process? Did you hop into 2K and then switch from gaming to something more IRL? Did you do some talking?
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. One thing on this channel, bro, for the people that watch in the future, watch now, whatever, yo, like, my YouTube is literally a template. I throw anything at the wall. Fuck it. We posting it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we posting it, bro, because it's just like, there's nobody watching anyway. Like, who really gives a fuck, gang? Dude, like, the best part of the starting phase is that you could literally fail. Nobody's watching. You could literally fail. That's why some people, I'll be like, yo, bro, I don't understand why certain people are scared, because there's always an audience for everybody. Like, literally everybody. Like, there's somebody in the world that has the same personality, same things that you like doing some of the same things that you like to do. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all could be cool. You could build a community off that one person. There's going to be a bunch of people like that will want to join and watch you personally. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you can have different than other streamers. Maybe read in the chat more. A lot of people, when they start getting views, they just forget how to read chat, or they just can't keep up. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know.
Have you gone through all of these different things to understand what works and what doesn't work in multiple niches? And then once you understand that, you can make anything work, to be quite honest with you. And if you look at that, that's consistent about all the big streamers and content creators across the internet. Hell, even Kai Cenat went from gaming to pranks to stories to what he is now. And that path that he's got makes Kai Cenat one of the best A&Rs in the business. He's really got an eye for talent.
Kai Cenat put me on his feet, actually. First time I watched watched Speed was when I was in the AMP house and Speed was barking in his room and he was sweating. And I think he just hit 1 million subs. And Kai Cenat said, nah, Speed is up next. And I'm like, what? What is this? He's just some barking in his room, shirtless, sweaty. He's like, nah, he got it. Look where Speed is now.
Yo.
And Kai Cenat was
right. At least he admitted it. Some niggas would be like, yo, well, I always believed in you. I always believed in you.
He has an eye for talent. That's why the Stream University is so cool.
Kai isn't just looking at numbers. He's looking for presence, moments, personalities, and people who can actually handle attention. But even if Kai has an eye for talent, Streamer University is still not just a charity event. It's also a live stream event. And that means that the roster needs some sort of balance.
It is a business. And the type of people that were picked for
that is a fact. I do agree with that. It has to be balanced because, like I said, like, small streamers got to learn somehow, you feel what I'm saying? And this is their opportunity to gain information from people that are already doing it in the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an entertainment business. You got to try your best, your hardest damn near to entertain people in the best way you know how. Certain some of these students deadass don't even know how. So I feel like adding a balance of big streamers and small streamers allows the older experienced people to kind of give the younger generation, I guess, in streaming a chance to, you know what I'm saying, actually build their name.
University, you can tell the catalog, the type of people that they pick, and it's no hard feelings against them. It's just the vibe, the energy that he going for with the 2026 class. It's like obvious, you can see. I kind of feel that sentiment, like, yeah, it shouldn't be people that are Twitch partner picked or people that already have some motion picked. But again, like, game is game. That's just simply how this been.
I think that a lot of people don't understand that at the end of the day, there has to be some sort of balance that goes into all of this. Naturally, Kai Cenat can't have...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Imagine having small streamers, right, that don't know what the fuck to do in front of 20,000 people, and it's just all small streamers. It's literally just all small streamers. They really don't know how to get a clip. They really don't know how to act within the segment. They make certain shit awkward. That shit is gonna be the pill. Right? Yeah. That shit is gonna be the pill. I ain't gonna lie. I keep it a buck, bro. If I was there, I'm telling you, as of right now, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Might crack a joke here and there, but damn, dog, like 20,000, holy shit.
All big names and all big streamers. You can't have all women. You can't have all men. You can't have all small streamers. There has to be some sort of balance. So when I listen to some of these criticisms of people when they talk about Stream University, I just feel as though they're not hitting the nail on the head. They're not seeing the forest for the trees.
Kai Cenat, we're not watching that bullshit. We're not watching Celebrity University. Why the f is Lizzo's, Geo? Like, what the f are you doing, my nigga?
Dream Doll? I just want to give a message to those
nigga said. Yo.
People out there that went and lined
nigga
up.
Said Dream Doll.
Work on is your clout. Get your clout up. Don't look for Stream University to be the thing that catapults you. If you haven't noticed, it's mainly Kai Cenat bringing in people who got clout and a bunch of females who got semi-clout.
If Kai Cenat was to fill it with all the big names in the world, it would feel more like an award show as opposed to something that is real and authentic, which is the basis and foundation of streaming. If you were to fill it all with women, it would feel like some sort of OnlyFans event. If you filled it with just the bros,
I feel like personally, it's just like y'all kind of fell for a scam, bro. I ain't not fell for a scam, not a scam, but y'all fell with what happens in business, bro. I'm supposed to promote my product, gang. Y'all were interested in my promotion, and now that y'all didn't get picked, y'all saying fuck the event. It's only celebrities, which I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, bro. I don't have a viewpoint on that, bro. Cause I can understand both sides. I really can understand both sides, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's just a part of the game, bro. Not everybody's gonna win, gang. I keep it a buck. Not everybody's gonna get that win, especially if it's like thousands and thousands. That's probably why I don't think I will apply to Streaming University until I have like 1,000 or 2,000 average. I don't think I will ever apply to that shit, bro. That shit would be useless. That shit would be useless. I ain't gonna lie. What is that doing for me? Hey, alive, you gonna just see it? Yeah, bro. Lacey again for the 3rd year. Silky for the 2nd time. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah.
It'll feel like
good.
a sausage party. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to see that. And if it was to fill it with all small streamers, I'm telling y'all, working in this industry before, I have had so many issues with just working with just smaller streamers. It's actually crazy. Not that there's anything inherently bad with them. It's just that they're not there yet. The audience still needs storylines. The stream still needs recognizable faces. The professors need some sort of experience to bring attention and structure. The mid-level creators bring momentum, and the smaller creators bring discovery. That's the mix right there. Streaming University is not just who deserves it the most, it's also who creates the moments, who can bring the audience, who can teach, who can network, and who can make the event entertaining. Now, does that mean the mix is always gonna be perfect? No. Some celebrity picks are fair to question. This one Twitter user asking, why is Lizzo here after she went from being a Grammy Award winning artist to where she is now, is valid, but I think if you look at Lizzo...
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Niggas on Twitter is really blunt. They not gonna hide shit. There's no point in hiding shit. We gonna say the real. I ain't gonna lie, you. Nah. Instagram is like that too. What's one app that really don't be doing that? It might be Twitch, bro. I might have been on Twitch so long that like, yo, bro, I don't know.
Career and what's
you know, you can say certain shit on here. Like they banning your ass. Yeah, bro, it's over. I ain't gonna lie.
Going on in her space, especially with the last albums, as it all makes sense to me. If you want to question a professor, I think that that's fine too. And some of the baddies may have gotten off of vibes and aura. Okay, fine. I want to ask, what would you do? A few questionable picks don't make the entire roster a scam. A lot of the anger feels like people turning rejection into proof.
I feel like, but also they do feel that way because there's only a certain number of spots. There's only a certain number of spots. And the funny thing is that you already know some of the names that's gonna get picked, especially from Last Stream University. If you think, oh yeah, if you felt this way last time and you thought they wasn't gonna do it again, you're just, I don't know. But yeah, bro, like I feel like once you waste that certain spot, everybody gonna be like, yo, the whole list is a scam. Cause nigga, it's only 150 slots. It really is. Like,
whole thing was rigged. Some people are mad because they didn't get picked. Some people are mad because their favorite content creator didn't get picked. Some people are mad because they thought Streamer University was just gonna be some sort of open door giveaway. But not getting accepted does not mean that the whole process was pointless. And it definitely doesn't mean that there should be no criteria at all. Look, Streamer University is not perfect. I promise you nothing in this world is.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna get to a point, and I'm telling you, Kai's gonna come up with another idea because it's gonna come to a point where everybody's gonna just automatically resent and stop applying to the shit. Of course, you're gonna have people that still apply, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be way less than what it was now because people actually gonna see it for what it is. They're gonna be like, yeah, bro, I'm just not gonna get picked, so there's no point. There's no point in me applying. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but you can't make everybody happy, bro. You literally cannot make everybody happy, bro. You literally cannot make everybody happy. Like, there's no better. I feel like there is no better way of doing this shit, but I can understand the people that's mad and certain names and certain slots being wasted. I can understand that. But I ain't gonna lie. To say the whole shit is a scam is kind of crazy. But hey, man, crazy.